What's going on, you all? Prophyletics Boxing and Capoeira here, coming to bring you the next video in our Boxing for Beginners series, which is how to roll with the shot. Before I get into this video, please make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you're really enjoying the content. But I'm going to come to you today with a video that I thought I put up that I skipped. When I found out that I shot the last video, I found out that I skipped this one. So, how to roll with the shot. Now, the roll is similar to the bob and weave, and you're going to catch on to that shortly. So if you want any homework on how to do the footwork, before I get too caught up into this, make sure you go back and check out How to Bob and Weave in my Boxing for Beginners series. But today, we're going to get into how to roll with the shot, all right? So let's get into it. Okay, if you are already a subscriber, if you have already watched all of the videos in the Boxing for Beginners series, then you already understand how to bob and weave. So let's go over that really quick from a boxing stance, right? Let's go over it for my beginners too who have not seen the video. So if I am in my boxing stance, I'm orthodox right-handed. So right hand's back, left hand forward. Left foot forward, right foot back. When I bob and weave, all I'm going to do is take a small step over to the left and a small step over to the right. 2 steps. So what happens is I drop under, left, right. So that's 2 steps. Let's do that again. I'm going to keep my eyes forward on you. Do not roll and drop your head, okay? You can't see your opponent when you do that. There are some coaches who live by that, and those are self-proclaimed old school boxing purists who agree with just hinging at the hips and rolling and taking a swing when you come up. What I'm going to do is keep my eyes on you. Out of my boxing guard, I'm going to take a left-right step when I bob to the left. 1, 2. Right shoulder becomes lead because now my weight is torqued on my left leg. When I weave, I'm going to go back over right-left step. Right, left. So look at the footwork again. Left, right, right, left. Left, right, right, left. Right? So now, that right there that I just did with my feet is the same exact foot pattern that I'm going to do when I roll out of a shot. Because when you roll out of a shot, you either roll left or you roll right. The difference between the bob and weave and the roll is the roll comes only after you throw a shot. So if I'm going to roll to the left, it's going to come after I throw a left shot. It could be a left jab, it could be a left hook, it could be a left uppercut. So let's get into it. Boxing guard. Let's say just for right now, I threw the hook, boom. And yes, I am one of those guys who is going to teach you to turn your foot when you throw your hook. Reason being, when you need to roll, which is the left-right step that I'm about to take right now, as I retract the arm, left, right, what happens if my heel is on the ground is I have to pick it up to move it. And you get more torque out of your hook if you turn your foot. It's a simple science. Power comes out of the ground. So let's do that again. Let's say I threw a left hook. Boom. Okay? My right foot, my back foot is flat. My front foot is up on the toe. Now what I'm going to do is take my bob step over as I retract my hand, rolling under a potential opponent's next shot. So as that shot is coming, what I'll do is I will roll under, left, right. Now, what you have to do is imagine, I just rolled under a shot that my opponent just threw. So what I have to do when I roll is the same thing that you have to do when you bob, which is defend on the side where the opponent has just put themselves, okay? Let's do that again. I throw the 3, the hook, boom. Let's say I hit my opponent, he's standing here, he's gonna throw his next shot, and I roll under, he's on this side. So as I roll under and come up here, my knuckles go from my cheekbone to my temple so I can defend just in case he throws anything back. Because there is a partial blind side right here. There is partial view out of my right eye, full view out of my left eye. Okay? What you don't want to do is, like the old school purists say, or preach, is this. No torque in the leg, and this is no disrespect to boxers of the past. We thank you for everything you've done. We thank you for your contributions. However, there are evidently better ways to do things, safer ways to do things, and this is one of them. So don't do this thing here where they roll and they roll and they look at the ground and they look at the ground and they're hinging in the hip, no leg activation, right? You want leg activation because you want to have some thought to your shots, okay? There's no leg activation in this. None, okay? And you're looking at the ground. I don't trust my opponent. You are my opponent. So when I throw that hook, boom, when I roll under, I'm ready again. See, I'm already loaded. My weight's on the front leg. I could pull another one. Boom. If I shot the uppercut, boom, shot the left uppercut, I could roll under, boom, be ready to go. Boom, boom. So make sure you understand that every time you throw a left shot, boom, you are going to roll to the left. Left punch, left roll. Right punch, right roll. What does that look like? Right here. I'm in my boxing guard. Boom, I throw my two, right? Now, as I retract my two, I'm going to step over as if a shot or their hook is being thrown. And I left, I said left, right, left, and I defend on the left because now my opponent's here. So I can throw another shot, throw whatever I decide to throw. So if I throw my right hand on the punch, boom, I have to step to my right, boom, to roll. If I throw a left shot, boom, I have to throw or roll over to the left. So this is a good drill for you to make sure that you are inside with your opponent. You're not evading your opponent. And I'll show you what that means right now. It also gives you the opportunity to counter out of rolls. So let me show you a couple of things not to do when you roll. One of the key things that you want to make sure that you do when you roll is to move laterally or make an orbit around your opponent. When you roll, you don't want to pull back and disengage from your opponent, because what that does is make you have to re-engage. So let's say I threw a two, boom, and I rolled backwards, or yeah, pulled. It's called a pull, but let's say I rolled but pulled backwards. From this position, if my opponent did not close in or leap in with their shot, the next punches that I throw is now out of range. So now I have to re-engage after I pull. I pull backwards, I can't hit anything, now I have to re-engage. So when you roll, what you're essentially doing is making an orbit around your opponent to make sure that when you counter and throw your shots, you're already in range. You were already in range anyway. This is why you guys have to make sure that you have confidence in your defense. Are you going to get hit? Absolutely. Are you going to get grazed? Absolutely. You have to be used to that. You have to build up those forearms and that confidence and that defense so you don't start evading and running all the way around the ring, okay? So what you do want to do, you're gonna see me travel your way or even orbit this way when it comes to my roll to the right. So let's say I threw the cross, boom. What I want to do is step, whoa, around my opponent here so I can still engage and be boxing instead of pulling backwards, evading, having to get back in there and then throw my shots, right? So if I do that a few times, what I'm gonna do is throw the right hand, or I could throw the right uppercut. Remember, it's simply a right shot. So no matter what I throw off the right, I have to roll to the right. So let's say that I threw the right uppercut. and I roll out. Boom, I'm still engaged. I throw another right uppercut. I roll again. I throw a right cross. I roll again. You see what's happening? The pattern is I'm creating an orbit around my opponent. I don't want to disengage from my opponent. I keep my eyes on my opponent as I roll, just in case anything else is thrown. I don't hinge at the hips like the old school, you know. Like I said, it's not a diss to the old school. However, there are better ways to do it. Here it is here. So what I do is create the orbit. Let's say I'll throw the left. I'll turn this way. Any left-handed shot, I'll stick with my hooks and my uppercuts right now. So when I throw my 3, my hook, boom. What I'm gonna do is actually step in 2 as I roll. Boom. That's gonna give me the opportunity to make sure that I'm engaged with my opponent still. I can throw another left-handed shot, then guess what I'm gonna do again? Boom, continue the orbit. Work around your opponent, okay? Don't work away from your opponent. And this next part of the video, what I'm gonna do is set up an object. This is the best way to learn how to maneuver around your opponent versus disengage. Roll around an object. Let's get into it. All right, so now I've got my object, just a little 9 to 10 pound medicine ball. And now I'm going to orbit around my opponent with my roll. So remember, once you throw a left shot, which way you're rolling? To the left with the what? Left, right step. So boxing guard, I throw the hook, boom, I orbit, roll. Opponent's still here, I'm engaged, right? Opponent's still here, boom. I throw a left shot, I roll, boom. Opponent's still here, I can still engage, right? Say I throw the right shot, throw a 1-2, bow, bow. I roll out, my opponent's still there. You see how I don't have to re-engage? I don't have to take a shuffle step in because I didn't step out. 1-2, bam, or 1, boom, 4 uppercut, roll under, boom, right? Right there, that's what you want to do. You don't want to do this here. Roll back, and now I'm disengaged, and now I have to re-engage with a shuffle step or, you know, feint my way in with some jabs or something like that. What I want to do is make sure that I work an orbit around. So if you shadow box with the rolling, what you want to do is, boom, throw the left, you're right there. Boom, 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 boom. And that's all rolling is. Rolling and bobbing and weaving, remember, they have the same exact footwork. What you just seen me do at the end was spinning and turning. Go back and watch the video on how to spin and turn your opponent in this series, in the Boxing for Beginners series. That's all I'm adding at the end after I roll. So here I throw the hook, the 3, roll under, boom, and guess what I'm gonna do? Spin, boom. I can touch my opponent. Bow, 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 bow. I throw the cross, I roll. I don't even have to do any other type of positioning because I'm not disengaging. Don't disengage your opponent. Listen, practice this footwork. Shadow box this footwork, okay? Shadow boxing is not just warming up. Shadow boxing is training. Shadow boxing is teaching your body to do these things without you having to consciously think about it when you're engaged in a spar or in a match. You automatically want to be on autopilot when you come in that ring, right? The only place to learn how to do that before you get out there and engage is shadow boxing. So shadow boxing is a very, very, very critical tool you have to use, a very, very critical tool you must use, and the only tool that's going to give you enough time to practice how to do this efficiently, okay? Listen, that's how to roll, okay? So rolling left, just a refresher, rolling left requires that you've just finished a left punch. It could be a left jab, boom. It could be a left hook. It could be a left uppercut. Any jab off of the left side is indicating that you're rolling left. Any punch coming off of the right side is indicating that you're going to the right. It could be a right cross, a right uppercut. It could be a right hook, whatever the case may be. Okay? If you're a southpaw, then the same rules apply. If I throw off of the right hand in a southpaw position, I'm still going to roll to the right. If I throw off the left hand in a southpaw position, I'm going to roll to the left. Okay? Same rules apply, flat across the board. Okay? And that's how you roll out of a shot. Listen, I enjoy shooting this video for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. I look forward to continuing shooting some great videos for you guys in 2026. Happy New Year to you all, by the way. And I appreciate you and look forward to seeing you in the next video and in the next lesson. Make sure you guys practice, okay? I'll catch you in the next one.